Hi, superstars. It's time for English. We are on Unit 3, Week 3, and we are going to be talking about places we go. Our essential question is, what places do you go to during the week? Let's look at this picture. Where does it look like this little boy is? Well, he's getting his hair cut, so he probably is at the barber's. Where are some places that you go to during the week? Let's watch a video and see if you go to any of these places.
The places we go. What places do you go to during the week? During the week, we go to many different places. Some places we go to every week, and other places we go to some weeks. Some weeks we might go to get a haircut. Or we might go to the park and play with Dad. We can go to the library too. We find lots of books and read a story there. We go to the grocery store to buy food for the week. Where do you go each week?
Do you go to any of those places during the week? Maybe you go to different places. All right, we're going to go over some words to know. These are words that you might be hearing in this unit. So let's go over the meanings. The first word is local. Can you say local? A local place is in your town or community. The local bakery is around the corner from school. What is your favorite local store? So local means a place in your town or community. Local. Routine. Say it with me. Routine. A routine is the way you do things all the time. An example would be, my routine on Monday is to get up, have breakfast, and go to school. What is your routine on Saturday? So what do you do every Saturday? Let's look at our next word. It is intelligent. Say it with me. Intelligent. A person who is intelligent is very smart. An example, Marta asked an intelligent question about sea animals. What can help you become more intelligent? Maybe if you do your homework, if you read, you will become more intelligent. Our next word is neighborhood. Say it with me. Neighborhood. A neighborhood is part of a town. Houses and stores are in my neighborhood. What is in the neighborhood near our school? Neighborhood. Our next word is volunteer. Say it with me. Volunteer. When you volunteer, you offer to do a job without getting paid. Volunteer. I volunteer to help clean up the park in my neighborhood. How could you volunteer to help at school? All right, here's our last word. Go. This is a high frequency word. So you will see this word throughout stories. It's a very high frequently seen word. Go. All right, say it with me. Go. Mom and I go to the store. We spell go G-O. Can you spell it with me? G-O. I want you to write the word in the air. Let's say each word, each letter, I'm sorry. G-O. Go. Good job, superstars. Practice those words. We're going to read a story about many places people go in a neighborhood. So where do you think the dog might go? Think about that. Where do you think he's going to go in a neighborhood? Before we start reading, I want to talk about characters and setting and events. The characters in a story are the people or animals. So look for characters in the illustrations as we read. Remember, illustrations are the pictures in the book. The setting is where and when the story happens, and the events tell what happens in the story. Now, you can use the words and the pictures in the story and even your own experiences to visualize or make pictures in your mind of the events in the story. Let's read the title together. Please take me for a walk. The author is Susan Gall. Remember, the author is the person who writes the story. Okay. Remember, we always read from left to right. So we start at the left over here. Please take me for a walk. Now, this book is a fantasy story, and that means some of the events, like animals talking, could never happen in real life. All right, let's turn the page.
Please take me for a walk. I need to chase away the neighbor's cat.
Okay, let's look over here on page 5. What is the name of this end mark right here? That is a period, and that is what comes at the end of a sentence. All right, let's turn our page.
Send the birds back to their nests. And keep the squirrels high up in the trees.
All right, so I read that the dog likes to keep squirrels up high in the tree. So I can picture the dog running to the tree and jumping at the squirrels. I can picture him barking. He looks really excited. And the squirrels are probably scared.
Please take me for a walk. I like to greet the people on my street.
All right, do you see the setting? What is the setting? It's a street and there's sidewalks in a neighborhood. So I can see the neighborhood houses and there are people in the illustrations. And I also heard the words, the people on my street.
Some neighbors like to pet me, and some neighbors do not.
Uh-oh, I see the boy crying. He looks scared of the dog, and the dog looks a little sad. I don't think he wants to scare the boy. He seems like a nice dog.
Please take me for a walk. I want to say hello to the florist, the greengrocer, the baker, the bookseller, and my special friend, the butcher.
So what different settings do you see on page 15? Right here. What different settings? There's a flower shop, a grocery store, a bakery, and a bookstore. Over here on this page, the dog says that the butcher is his special friend. Why do you think he says that? It looks like the butcher gives bones to the dog. I can see the dog carrying a bone in this picture.
Please take me for a walk. I like to watch the kids in the schoolyard. The guys shooting hoops. And the people playing chess.
So far, what are some of the events that the dog imagines will happen if someone takes him for a walk? He imagined chasing the neighbor's cat. He imagined scaring the birds. He said he was going to say hello to people on the street and visit people in the shops. He also imagined watching kids play at school and watching people play basketball and also play chess.
Please take me for a walk. I could catch a ball for you. Retrieve a disc. And race you to the water fountain.
So when he says race you to the water fountain, who is the you that the dog imagines racing to the water fountain? The dog's owner, that is correct. Why can't you see the character in the illustration? Because the dog is imagining the walks. All of this is his imagination.
Please take me for a walk. I want to feel the wind lift my ears. And the sun warm my belly.
How's the dog feeling? What pictures can you make in your mind to help you figure this out? Well, I can picture in my mind the wind pushing his ears up. I can also picture the sun high in the sky making him warm. I think the dog feels good.
Please take me for a walk so I can meet other dogs.
There's so many dogs in this illustration. Look at how many dogs there are.
And other dogs can meet me.
So how does the dog seem to feel in this illustration? Well, the dog looks a little scared. There are a lot of other dogs, and some of them are big. The dog isn't sure he's safe. I can tell by his eyes. Do you see his eyes?
Please take me for a walk so everyone can see my best friend and me.
So who is the dog's best friend? The dog's owner. Why do you think so? Because the owner cares for the dog and takes him for walks.
For my best friend, Wanda Woo, SG.
Let's look at page 33 in your close reading companion. We just heard the story. Please take me for a walk. So how do you know what the dog wants? Draw one of the places. So you're going to look for the different settings and you're going to draw one of the places that the dog went to. There was the bakery, the florist, the butcher. Look throughout the story. You can go back, or if you remember, and draw one of the places. So here, the words and pictures tell me, what does it tell us? It tells us what the dog wants. So we're going to write over here, or it's probably better if I type it. It tells us what the dog wants. Now I want you to write in your own handwriting. All right. All right, let's look at page 34. How do the dog's feelings change on these pages? So you're going to draw clues to show how the dog feels. So you can go back to the story and look at page 24 and look at page 25. And you're going to draw some clues to show how the dog feels on those pages. So if I recall on page 24, and I want you to go back and look, the dog was probably drinking water, or you can have a picture of him chasing birds here. So the dog was feeling happy. Okay. Now on page 25, if you go back and look at it, the dog's holding a leash in his mouth. Remember, he says, take me for a walk. So how was the dog feeling there? Well, he wanted to go for a walk, right? So he hoped someone would take him for a walk, or his owner would take him for a walk. So he was probably feeling hopeful. He was hoping his owner would take him for a walk. All right, superstars, you're doing a great job. Until next time, have a wonderful day. Bye.